live stream. I'm doing it in the shorts way because we get way more views this way. We're going to talk some shop about these games coming up. Coming up. All right, NFL fans. Let me know in the comments below. What are your thoughts on these games? What are your thoughts on these games? We got my Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Commanders. And then we got the Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. I'm hoping the Bills can dethrone these freaking Chiefs, man. The last thing I want to see is the Chiefs in another Super Bowl, guys. I can't do it. I can't stomach another Chiefs Super Bowl, guys. I can't do it. All right. Here we go. All right, the lines are pretty interesting, right? Because the Eagles are getting 6 points. I think the line's a little high. Probably a little high, right? When we're talking about the Philadelphia Eagles and the Commanders. It was, yeah. Sports books are lines coming in around 6. Money lines at minus 275. Anybody have any bets this weekend? Let me know in the comments below. I'm still formulating my game plan for how I want to bet these games. I am thinking about putting a bet on the Chiefs just because of the Chiefs, right? And then I'm either going to win money or the Chiefs won't be in the playoffs, right, anymore, and they won't be going to the Super Bowl. That's kind of my thought process behind it. Put $50 on the Chiefs, and if they win, I win $50. And then if they lose, I lose my bet. But guess what? No Chiefs in the Super Bowl, baby. That sounds like a win-win to me. You guys got any bets going on? Let me know in the chat. Now, both of the over-unders are Eagles, Commanders at 47.5, Bills, Chiefs at 48.5, about the same. Minus 1.5 for the Chiefs, coming in at minus 110. If I buy half a point, do the 1 point, comes in at minus 120. That looks like a pretty decent bet in my opinion. And then worst comes to worst, they win by 1. It's just a push. Just a push. So if you put a $50 bet on it, it brings back 41. And if you do it regular, $50, 38, yeah. I think he's a good quarterback. I mean, I could go without the flopping around, trying to draw penalties on every single play, and the late slides, trying to goat people into getting penalties. I could probably do without that. Yeah, I do like Jaylen Carter in this spot, especially because Sam Cosmi, the starting right guard for the Commanders, he's done for the year. I think it's an ACL injury, right? So, no, but I got the playoff beard going on for the Birds. So the beard's staying until the Birds are knocked out of the playoffs. But my armpits are just going to stay the way they are. Yeah, the Chiefs line was at minus 120 earlier. It's up to minus 130 now. Not too shabby. You know, getting a little bit of this cold, so I'm just fighting that. So you can probably still hear it in my voice a little bit. But guys, welcome to the Jay All Day Sports Show. I'm Jay, your host of the Jay All Day Sports Show. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm going Eagles-Bills. But I still might bet on the Chiefs just because I'm either going to win money or the Chiefs will not be in the Super Bowl. That's a win-win for me. I don't think the Eagles are going to win if I shave my armpits, man. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit like I had a real bad stuffy nose. It's weird. I didn't really get anything else. I didn't really get sick any other way. But the stuffy nose was a killer, man. But yeah, I'm really excited for these games. How about the Commanders, man? Absolutely love Jaden Daniels. I'm very excited. Yeah, I would love for Ed Oliver and that defensive front seven to eat versus Mahomes. Mahomes' offensive line has been struggling all year, and if the Bills want to win, they got to punch Mahomes in the face, man. They got to get in his grill and try to disrupt Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. And you can't sit back and zone and, like, let Travis Kelce wander around like a nomadic goat, just wide open in the middle of the field. Yeah, I mean, if you watch my channel, man, ask anyone that follows me or is a member of the channel. I call it like I see it. I'm an Eagles fan, but when they play like shit, I'll be the first one to let you know. I think Jalen Hurts has to be a lot better in the passing game if he wants to beat Jaden Daniels. But Jaden Daniels is going to have an uphill battle without Sam Cosmi, man. The Commanders' offensive line is not great to begin with, and losing him is a huge loss. I would love for that's what I want. Bills, Eagles, that's what I would love. I think that's what fans would like to see too. Oh, thanks, Jaylen. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I'm excited for the Philadelphia Eagles to get this opportunity, man. It's not a lot of opportunities you get to play a game to go on to the Super Bowl, you know? But guys, do me a huge favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I promise it'll be worth the subscription. And it's free to you guys, right? And I get to chat ball with you guys, help you win some money with some of my bets, my picks, survivor pools, DraftKings lineups, you name it. I do it all here on the Jay All Day Show. Now, Jalen Hurts is going to play, dude. What are you talking about? He's not even questionable. He's not even questionable, bro. Jalen Hurts is 100% playing. Oh, thanks, Jaylen. You're the man, dude. You're the man. Appreciate all you guys tuning in, hanging out, chopping it up. If you have any questions about the games, let me know in the comments down below. What's up, Chef Chevy TV? Welcome to the live stream, bro. We're talking NFL playoffs, conference championship games, Bills Chiefs, Eagles Commanders. Let's get into it. Yeah, both games are on Sunday this week. Yeah, it's unbelievable. He really comes to play. But the Houston Texans, what a shitty game plan. Like, how is he so wide open, like, on multiple plays? Like, it's not like Travis Kelce was making these great contested catches. They were just like, he was just wide open in the middle of the field with nobody covering him at all whatsoever. Like, I don't understand how you can run a defense that doesn't scheme up to slow down Travis Kelce. Especially because they don't have a ton of other weapons. Like, DeAndre Hopkins is old and washed. The running game has been very lackluster the last month and a half or so. So, it's like, I don't understand the Texans' game plan. I just don't. And then, like, another thing, they're blitzing heavy. Like, you've got to scheme it up to get the ball out of C.J. Stroud's hands fast. It was just bad coaching. Texans, tons of penalties, bad coaching, equals losses in the playoffs. Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know. The Eagles were dominating that game before Jalen Hurts got hurt. And they were winning that game in the fourth quarter, and then the defense just kind of imploded. I mean, Hopkins, what has he done since he's come to the Chiefs? A whole lot of nothing. Look at his stats. Yeah, the roughing the passer calls are absolute bullshit. Yeah, I did a video on that on my channel if you want to check it out. I broke down all the bad calls by the refs in that game. Yeah, I don't know I don't know. It's tough. They lost their defensive coordinator. They lost their offensive coordinator. Dan Campbell's got some work to do. Definitely has some work to do, guys. You know, there's not a lot of great coordinators just looking for jobs. So it's going to be tough. Yeah, Max, it's tough conditions, man. Matt Stafford's not a snowy, cold weather quarterback. You know what I mean? And it showed. The Rams team, Puka Nacua, they struggled to hold on to the football. The Eagles kicked their asses, like physically, not just scoreboard-wise. Fire everyone. They need to sell the team. That's what they need to do. Trevor Lawrence is not very good. They overpaid him. And they don't have a lot of talent. There's nobody there that I have confidence in, like from a football perspective. I mean, how can you argue against Sean McDermott, man? He's done great things since he's been there in Buffalo. Brady, their offensive coordinator, is doing great. He's going to get a head coaching job probably somewhere, right? Guys, if you're new to the channel and you like the Philadelphia Eagles and you like solid football talk, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 14,000 subscribers, guys. We are almost there. We're at 13,261 subscribers. Help me get to 14K. Shoot me a like and subscribe to the channel, guys. He played okay. I don't know if I wouldn't say he played great, but he played pretty good. Pablo, my man. Vinny Philly, thanks for subbing, dude. I appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that. But, you know, he's had a great first year with the Commanders. You know what I mean? There's got to be some longevity to this thing. If they're in the NFC Championship game 3 or 4 times out in the next 5 years, then sure. But Dan Quinn's got a lot of work to do. That defense is still very subpar and playing like absolute shit. And Dan Quinn's supposed to be a defensive-minded guy. There's not a lot of talent on that defense. The quarterbacks are terrible. They can't stop the run. Bobby Wagner can get all the tackles in the world, but they still can't stop the run for shit. I appreciate all you guys tuning in, hanging out, chopping it up here on the J All Day Sports Show. I'm here to bring you guys the best NFL content I can. I watch tons of tape. And then once the regular season kicks back up again, guys, I do survivor pools. I do 10 different survivor pools. So I do 10 different lineups every single season. This is one of the wackiest seasons ever. I do DraftKings lineup. I do regular bets. For the regular season, guys, from my initial investment this year, we are up 85% on our bets this year, guys. 85%. Now, I think Dan Quinn's loving it in Washington, man. Fuck the Cowboys. No one wants to be the coach. No one wants... Why would you want to be the coach under Jerry Jones and have him undermining everything you do? And that's not a desirable job, in my opinion. Maybe in front of the cameras, people are like, I would love to coach the Cowboys, but I guarantee you, behind closed doors, everyone's like, F Jerry Jones, F Dallas. I do not want to coach there. There's a difference between being a defensive coordinator in Dallas than being the head coach. It's a totally different ballgame, man. If he loved Dallas, he would have stayed as the defensive coordinator and waited the situation out. There's a reason why he went to Washington. See, I don't know if I agree with that because Jaden Daniels lost his top offensive lineman, Sam Cosmi, the right guard. He like that. If you look at the PFF grades on that offensive line, guys, it's not very good. And Cosmi was the best offensive lineman of the group, and it wasn't even close. Yeah, I think Mike McCarthy had enough of it too, man. I would never want to be a coach there. You need a GM that's like your best ally and working hard, and he's not that guy. He's too fucking old, man. The dude's like 90 years old. He sucks at doing contracts. He doesn't understand the new evolution of the game talent-wise. I don't know. I would never want to coach in Dallas. Why Jerry Jones is there? I'm sorry. I wouldn't want to do it. It seems like a really, really undesirable job. Yeah, I think Jaylen Carter's going to get double teamed, bro. That's what's going to happen to him that game. No, I'm actually thinking about putting a $50 or $100 bet on the Chiefs just so if they win, great. I win my double my money, and then if they lose, they're not in the Super Bowl. That's a win-win situation for me. Straight up. Jason, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the chat, pal. I mean, what's very large? Like $500, $100, 10 grand. What's a large bet? Woo, man, 2,500, man. Woo. What odds did you get in there? Yeah, Marab had a great fight. I think he lost the first 2 rounds, but he definitely won the last 3. Yeah, Umar got tired, man. Minus 130, yeah. I should have got in earlier. They were at minus 120, like early in the week. You know it, Brian Dawkins, baby. This is the Mitchell and Ness jerseys, man. They're the best jerseys money can buy. They're so nice. Yeah, Mitchell and Ness, look them up, dude. They're like the best jerseys you can buy. But yeah, this is Dawkins all the way. I'm not sure. But like it doesn't matter about like the ratio. It matters what down they are and if they're actually penalties or not. Those 2 calls against Patrick Mahomes were not penalties this week, straight up. They just weren't. But like that's like a misleading stat, in my opinion. I would give Saquon Barkley the MVP. I think he is the MVP, but I think it's going to be Josh Allen. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it's tough, right? Because their defense was so bad, man. There's nothing you can do about bad talent. Oh, thanks, Gage. I appreciate you, buddy. Oh, thanks, Gage. I appreciate you, pal. I think Saquon Barkley has done the most for his team, right? And to me, that's the MVP. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Jahmyr Gibbs, bro. I'm a big fan of Jahmyr Gibbs. How could you not be a fan of Jahmyr Gibbs? What a dog. Straight dog. Whew, man. I would like to see the Colts draft a tight end. Someone like Tyler Warren or Colston Loveland from Michigan. I would love that. I think they need some help on defense too, man. If you look at like how the Colts got graded out this year, you know, the offense wasn't great either. The offense definitely underachieved. I don't know if Anthony Richardson's going to be that dude because the Colts have a pretty good offensive line. Like definitely underachieved a little bit. The defense was okay. The linebackers need a little bit of help. I want to see more of what's his name? Oh, it's escaping me. The guy from UCLA, the defender. Oh my gosh. My brain is like fried right now. Yeah, Jason, let's talk about the Jets. Honestly, I don't love the signing, right? For me, the defense isn't the problem for the Jets. Like you can bring in a good defensive coordinator and coach that unit up. It's the offense, right? If you're bringing in Aaron Glenn, like who's going to run the offense? How do you score points? I don't love the Aaron Glenn signing, personally. We'll see how it shakes out. I hope so, Jahmyr Gibbs. I hope so, dude. Yeah, unfortunately, he ran into that Jaden Daniels buzzsaw this year, man. But you'll be back. You'll be back. Sorry, guys. I'm going through some of these comments. Yeah, a lot of people say I look like Nick Sirianni. I've heard that multiple times. Yeah, I think Anthony Richardson is too inaccurate with the football to be successful long term in the NFL. Hell yeah, they can, Johnny. They definitely can. Oh yeah, Latu. God, thank you, Jason. I don't think I'm a cocky Eagles fan. Ask people in the comments that are like members of the channel and come hang out all the time. I mean, he can drop some dimes down the field, don't get me wrong, but you need to move the sticks consistently in order to be a legitimate NFL quarterback that can win big games in the playoffs. And dropping some dimes on busted coverages is not doing that, man. There's a lot more to do and accomplish. Yeah, Anthony Richardson, he completes like 52% of his passes or something like that, guys. It's not great. If you're new to the channel, this is the Jay All Day Sports Show. My name is Jay. I'm the host of the show. I'm a former Bleacher Report writer turned YouTuber here to bring you the best NFL content on YouTube. So make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, guys. Yeah, CJ Stroud is not a concern of mine. That offensive line, Pablo, is the major concern of mine. And the penalties, man. 8 penalties again in that loss last week. I've never seen a football team be penalized so much. And D'Amico Ryans has to be better coaching. A lot of really, really bad, suspect, shitty plays from D'Amico Ryans. He did not bring his A game in that spot. Yeah, I think it sucks pretty bad to be a Giants fan right now. Yeah, the Eagles' offensive line is dope. Makes things a lot easier, right? Yeah, it's kind of the way it works, man. You know, football is the ultimate team game. And if you're not buying in and going, if you ever played ball, you want to go to war. You're going to war with these people, man. So you got to love your brothers. If you don't love your brothers, look at the Miami Dolphins. They have all the talent in the world. But there's no camaraderie there. They're all playing for themselves. They're not playing for each other, and that's why they suck. Okay, so you can open the interview window, but you cannot hire coaches until they're out of the playoffs. Yeah, Jared Goff did not bring his A game, that's for sure. What's up, Brian? Welcome to the chat, bro. Yeah, I just walked Penny Lane like a half an hour ago. I wasn't talking about Jaden Daniels. I was talking about Anthony Richardson. Jaden Daniels is a dog. And if you watch my content, he was my favorite quarterback in the draft by far. I love Jaden Daniels in the process. Yeah, giving up 8 sacks is pathetic, man. And it's not like Chris Jones is like, what's his name, had like 1 million sacks in that game. Like, inexcusable. They played awful. But like, yeah, if you're Jared Goff, you can't throw 3 picks and a fumble. And they're bad picks too. Yeah, Jaylen Carter looks like a, elite defensive lineman for the next decade. Yeah, special teams has been a killer for a lot of these playoff teams, guys. Yeah, no one needs to convince you because Jalen Hurts is playing in his second NFC Championship game, and he already has a Super Bowl appearance. So you can hate on him, but the dude's a winner. Anyway, you slice it. He's a winner. You're a goofy Dragon fan, Dragon Man. How about that? Dan Campbell's not going anywhere, man. What are you talking about? He's not going anywhere. His coaches are all gone, but he's not going anywhere. Yeah, I think Mason Graham's one of the best interior defensive linemen in this draft class. A pretty weak draft class, in my opinion. Last year's draft was way more exciting to break down and to cover and look at the tape. There's not a lot. I don't think there's going to be a ton of superstars from this draft class. Some nice role players and maybe a few guys that squeak by and turn into stars, but I don't see a ton of star power when I turn on the film yet. Yeah. I got more tape to look at, but as of right now, Abdul Carter is going to be a star, I think. But outside of that, I see good players. I don't see great players. Yeah, 5 turnovers will kill anyone, Pablo. Yeah, I'm not sure. What are the Jets drafting at, Jason? 9? I'm not sure if he gets down there. Oh, thanks, Kane. Things. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, fools. We're up to 13,268. 2 more guys to 13,270. And then only 32 more to 13,300. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you check out some of the content, my long-form content, guys. Stop hating he is a good person. Who's a good person? Oh no, I'm not. I love Jayden Daniels, man. I'm a huge Jayden Daniels fan. I'm wearing an Eagles jersey telling you how much I love Jayden Daniels. That's how much I love Jayden Daniels. Jameer Gibbs, 26. Thanks for subbing, man. I appreciate you, pal. Jalen, thanks for all the support, man. I'm not saying you don't have a chance. But matchup-wise, this is a very, very tough matchup. The Eagles' defense is considerably better than the Lions, who had, 15 guys on IR on their defense. You know what I mean? The Eagles are 100% healthy, minus Nakobe Dean, going into this spot. And Brandon Graham was kind of a role player, and he hasn't played since week 12, so I'm not even really counting that. I mean, Jared Goff had a bad game. Jared Goff has been a really good quarterback for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have bad games. And Jared Goff just had a bad game at a very inopportune time. I disagree about the better coaching. The Eagles have the best offensive line coach in football, in Jeff Statland. It's not even close. You have a better offensive coordinator, Cliff Kingsbury, I think. I think Dan Quinn and Sirianni are honestly washes. And then Vic Fangio, he's got 40 years of NFL experience, dude. He's probably the best defensive coordinator in the NFL. If anything, the coaching is even. I don't think that you're better coached. Yeah, I think Dan Quinn is definitely in the running for Coach of the Year 100%. And so is Nick Sirianni. Especially if you look at the totality of the way the Eagles imploded last year, the last half of the year, and all those losses. And to turn it around this year is pretty remarkable stuff, what he's doing. I love myself from Ashton Genty, man. It'll be really interesting to see how the league values him. Because you saw this year just how valuable Saquon Barkley is, right? So, what happens? Does Genty go in the top 10? Probably should. I'm curious to see how he tests at the Combine. And the Senior Bowl is coming up. I don't know if he's playing in the Senior Bowl or not. I got to look at the roster, but yeah, Genty's a dog, man. Yeah, I mean, Jayden Daniels is a franchise quarterback, man. But, C.J. Stroud looked unbelievably talented in year 1 and kind of regressed a little bit in year 2. So let's give him some time before we anoint him the next Tom Brady. I love Jayden Daniels, but we got to give him some time, guys. Yeah, if you watch the video, I broke down a lot of the film and still shots of penalties that weren't called in that game. Make sure you check that out. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't see how the Commanders can stop the run against the Philadelphia Eagles, guys. How do they stop the run? They have the 3rd worst rushing defense in the NFL going into the playoffs, and they've given up 300 yards plus in 2 games. Saquon Barkley's about to eat, bro. And the Lions have a pretty good offensive line, and the Buccaneers have a mediocre offensive line. The Eagles' offensive line is better than both of those units. Yeah, I mean, Travis Kelce's already looking pretty old. It'll be interesting to see if they lose if he comes back for another year. Yeah, the fact that they're paying Dak Prescott $60 million is insane to me. I don't know if they're rigged, but I definitely think that the Chiefs get away with calls that other teams do not get away with. I'm just saying, like, Dan Quinn, this is, 1 year, man. Nick Sirianni has been the coach for the Philadelphia Eagles and has won for years. You gotta, anyone can look great in a 1 year spot. Then teams figure your shit out, man. So, you gotta give it some time. I haven't seen an announcement about the head coaching spot for the Dallas Cowboys yet. Unless there was like a press release that just happened. Yeah, I don't see any announcements on the Cowboys head coaching job. You're just talking about one game, man. I'm talking about the totality of the season. Their secondary has gotten smoked all year long. All year long. And Jared Goff made some piss poor decisions, straight up. Like, really, really bad interceptions. Jahmyr Gibbs, former Alabama. Roll Tide. Yeah, I mean, with running backs, it comes down to, like, what system are you in? You know what I mean? If you go into a bad situation with a shitty offensive line, it doesn't matter how good you are. Oh, man, I hope the Chiefs... If the Chiefs win another Super Bowl, I'm going to cry. Yeah, luckily for the Commanders, they got him on a rookie deal for 5 years, so... Now's the time to, like, spend some money on free agents and make it happen. I like Robert Saleh, man. I think he's a better defensive coordinator than a head coach, personally, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I think the Dak and Trevor Lawrence deal, paying Trevor Lawrence $55 million a year makes me want to barf. Because that dude hasn't done shit. I mean, there's a lot more reasons than that. That Cowboys whole roster is very thin at a lot of big, important positions. And they have a terrible running back room. They have one good wide receiver. Very thin at every position on defense. And then they got to pay Micah Parsons, too. Yeah, but the Eagles aren't going to rely on Jalen Hurts' arm. They're going to rely on Saquon Barkley and the best offensive line in football. Why would they pass the ball when the Commanders have the 29th ranked rushing defense? You don't need to throw the ball for 320 yards against them. You run, play action. Run, play action. Run, play action. Guys, if you're new to the channel, my name's Jay, the host of the Jay All Day Show. I'm a former Bleacher Report featured columnist, now doing this YouTube thing. So make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, the Eagles' defense is nasty, man. They play very opportunistic defense. Yeah, Robert Saleh being the defensive coordinator, woo, for the for the Lions, that would be sick, dude. If I'm the Lions, that's a great consolation prize. I would dig that. Yeah, I originally For Bleacher Report, I did MMA, covering the UFC. I did a little bit of boxing. I played a lot of basketball growing up and baseball. I played semi-pro baseball growing up in wooden bat leagues, like in my early 20s and late teens. Oh, I hope not, Pablo. I don't want to see. I don't even want to see the Chiefs. Sorry, guys. I got dog hair all over my face. Yeah, I mean the Commanders got a lot of momentum on their side, man. It's just Sam Cosmi getting hurt is going to be a huge detriment to like what they want to do offensively. And now a backup right guard's got to go against Jaylen Carter. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, there's no way the Cowboys are going to let Micah Parsons walk. They're going to overpay him and then be hindered by that contract for the foreseeable future. That's what's going to happen. Dude, you're out of your mind, dude. Saquon Barkley is an absolute beast. You're crazy. Washington hits way harder. You're crazy if you think that, man. Crazy. Jaylen Carter is better than every single person on the Commanders' defense, and it's not even close. I'm not saying that just because I'm an Eagles fan. Like, that's just the truth. Yeah, the Eagles need to control the trenches, man. They need to, like, contain Jaden Daniels. He ran for over 80 yards the last time they played, got a lot of first downs with his legs, kept drives going, kept his offense on the field. The Eagles cannot let that happen again. Well, Cosme was a right guard. And since the Eagles run that 3-4 scheme, you have the outside linebackers that are going to go against the tackles, and then Carter's going to be on the interior of those three guys. So he's going to go up against the guards. Good luck. Good luck. A backup right guard going against Jaylen Carter. He literally got double teamed on every single play, except for like 8 or 9 plays the whole game versus the Rams. They double teamed him in the snow. And that opened up things for other players, man. Well, happy birthday, Braden Brown. Happy birthday, buddy. Welcome to the teenage life. Happy birthday, bud. No, they can't, dude. No one in the NFL can handle Jaylen Carter, dude. What are you talking about? And their interior offensive line is now playing left tackle. What the hell is his name? Is playing left tackle, the guard. And Bobby Wagner's like 400 years old. Yeah, I'm hoping the Birds can get it done, man. Thanks, Jaylen. Appreciate you, bud. Nick Allegretti can handle Carter. Are you smoking crack, man? There's not an offensive lineman in the NFL that could contain Jaylen Carter one-on-one. You're crazy if you think that. Yeah, Terry McLaurin is so good at football, guys. He is crazy good. Yeah, Jason Kelce lost too much weight, man. A lot of these offensive linemen, once you stop packing on those calories, man, you lose a lot of weight. Okay, whatever you say, man, you're right. Isaac, what did he say? I missed it. Oh, man, Will Anderson is a dog. He is a dog. Yeah, Quinyon Mitchell is a very talented guy, man. The Eagles' defense is very, very, very good. So, we'll see what happens. But the Commanders have a lot of momentum on their side. I look for Jaden Daniels to look for Zach Ertz a lot in this spot. Yeah, Jaylen Carter is stomping everybody in the NFL one-on-one. Yeah, Eagles. I would love an Eagles Chiefs rematch, but I don't want to see the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, guys. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I want the Bills. I think Taylor Swift kind of keeps to herself, man. You know what I mean? Like she gets to like so many like NFL homers are like, oh, Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift. I mean, she's on screen in a 3.5 hour game for like 20 seconds. Like she's just supporting the person she's dating. I mean, just who cares what Taylor Swift does? Thanks, Goofball. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Appreciate you guys. 27 more subscribers until 13,300, guys. Yeah, it's really not that big of a deal. I mean, out of all the like classless pop stars that are out there, Taylor Swift does so much for charity. She gave her like crew like $1 billion in bonuses, man, that she didn't have to do. She's a good person, man. And I'm not just saying that. I mean, it's just like the proof's in the pudding. People can hate on her all she wants. But like the amount of money she donates to charity, she takes care of her crew. You know, that's how you see how a real person is by taking care of the people that take care of them. So, people that hate on her are just haters, straight up. Yeah, it sinks Jason Kelsey retired this year, but, you know, Eagles look pretty damn good. Yeah, people that hate on Taylor Swift is just stupid. It's just dumb. There's like so many like scumbag celebrities out there. And like from everything I've read, she like tips really well. She like takes care of people, man. I mean, that would be crazy, huh? I mean, there's never a better place to do it, I guess, right? Except like maybe Paris or something. All right, NFL fans, welcome to the chat. My name is Jay. I'm the host of the Jay All Day Show. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Listen to Jaylen, guys. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you guys hanging out, talking some ball, chopping it up. Yeah, Taylor Swift's a good person. But all right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up tonight. The views are starting to dwindle a little bit. Everybody's starting to go to sleep on the East Coast, so I'm going to hit the hay. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you on the next live stream. Later, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Peace. Appreciate y'all.